slaughter of the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles, champion team of season 74 of the UAAP, and also part of Sinag Pilipinas gold medalists at the 26th Southeast Asian Games. Back to volleyball action here as Banatikla sends that straight to the net for touches against UST.
Wow, look at the score. Now 7-point lead for Ateneo.
Question here, Anis, are you at all surprised with this kind of development? Did you expect Ateneo to lead this big against UST?
Well, I never thought that they would have. I wouldn't say this is an easy time because earlier we see that UST was really challenging Ateneo, but so far the last few points they've really had a good run.
And even the easy points, actually that wasn't an easy shot, pero it came easily the point with Dimakulangan unaware of the ball coming back. 18-10 now is the score. Let's listen to UST.
Asa sa kasama nyo. May mga pattern tayo sa mga ganyan. Ano nangyari doon? Ha? Let's go do this. Tara. Raya, pagka ganun chance ball, focus, call out ka na ng play mo. Wag lang ikaw ang rumisip. Ha? May trabaho ka, ha? Go.
Just the regular sort of reminders for the Tigresses. Ano man, alam na natin yung gagawin, hindi natin ini-implement. Is it a case of medyo kabado rin tong UST without, one of their most potent lethal player na si Aiza Maizo coming into the season?
That could be a factor because if you look at the current lineup now, it's really different. The only familiar faces that we will see would be itong si Banatikla, of course, Dimakulangan, Caballejo, and Ortiz. And all the rest are actually pretty new in this kind of team.
One thing I'm surprised with Anne is si Hirotsuhi or Hirotsuji hindi pa pumapasok, pero I saw her suited up here and she was part of the starting lineup where she was heavily in the rotation of UST last season.
That's right. Well, that's what we have yet to see. And like what I said, from all of the UST lineups or six players that you've seen on court, ito siguro yung probably the shortest lineup that they've had so far. But if you look at the bench, meron naman actually, like minention mo nga, it's yung si Hirotsuji. We have yet to see action from him.
But nevertheless, and medyo mabawi ang Uste dito. 2 straight points. They're on a mini run here, 2-1 run against Ateneo. But they've still got a long way to go. Kainglet just sent that one over. Banatikla has been working extra hard in this game, and so far it's paying off for her.
And of course, the team is really depending on her getting more points. Well, if there's anything, they have to make a good run now to make sure that they won't let Ateneo get the much bigger lead.
Oh, for sure. But so far, Ateneo defense holding up pretty well. Banatikla again. Lazaro saving it. Here comes Valdez.
Oh, look at that. Valdez has so many options down the line, cross court.
Such athleticism for Valdez. Alyssa Valdez.
It's a good thing you still see the Lady Tigresses still smiling on the court.
Well, that's one of the characteristics talaga itong UST ever since, This team that loves to smile, but they've got nothing to smile about right now as Valdez gets another ace for Ateneo. 2 service aces already, one from Ferrer and one from Valdez. It's got to hurt, if you're UST na. She used to play for UST High, pero she moved in college to Ateneo, And Ateneo, UST could have really used her, especially now without Aiza Maizo.
That's right. But, so far, I think UST has also has good recruits. And, it's just a matter of really gaining that experience that they need so they can compete in this collegiate level of volleyball.
Banatikla scoring again there. And, my worry here if you're Banatikla, I know that these guys are pretty well conditioned, but how long can she sustain this kind of effort? I mean, she almost is carrying about 75% of the offensive burden of USD right now.
And you know, at this point, just like what you mentioned, what she needs is some support. So they can unload her a bit. And to make sure naman that she will, of course, last if should this game, we don't know if this will actually end in 5 sets.
Service error there from Banatikla. 22-15. Ateneo. Si Herbacio.
Ateneo.
The Lady Eagles very relaxed here in the first set.
Oof, that patented jump serve needs Z. And solid block from Kainglet and Gretchen Ho.
Blocking that we've seen so far from the Lady Eagles. Like, hindi lang yan, it's not just all about height. What's important is that you know how to time your jump, you know how to read your attacker.
And the years of playing together really has developed tong depensa ng Ateneo. They may not be like what we mentioned, I don't know, the tallest players in the league, pero their timing is excellent. Ferrer.
Ferrer attacks and
Gutsy play as always, That's something she's been doing since her rookie season for Ateneo.
Yep, this is such a classic move from Jem Ferrer where no one was actually expecting that, she'd bring the ball over already. Second ball pa lang yun.
Second touch pa lang, Set point, Ateneo. Well, she can afford an error or two with the kind of lead that they have. So 16, serving 24. Judy Caballejo. Poor reception by Lazaro, but nevertheless, Kainglet makes something out of it. What a solid start for Ateneo over USD.
That's right. USD is very relaxed, very composed, and they are very confident as well.
There you see the confirmation of set number 1 in favor of the Lady Eagles, 25-16 over the Tigresses. So we'll be back with set number 2 here on Studio 23.